Good evening and welcome to Tuesday's edition of the Regional News. Criminal groups set at least 35 buses on fire in the Brazilian city of Rio de Janeiro on Monday, according to the industry group that represents bus companies, after police killed a crime boss in an operation. The attacks on buses were concentrated in the west of the city, where rival criminal groups are fighting for territorial control. They came after a police operation that killed the nephew of the leader of the state's largest militia, according to police. Rio's so-called militias are composed of current and former police officers, have been one of the region's largest security threats. A Kenyan court extended today a temporary order barring government from deploying hundreds of police officers to Haiti in a UN-approved mission aimed at helping the Caribbean nation tackle gang violence, a lawyer who filed a case said. Following an appeal for assistance from Haiti, Kenya in July offered to send 1,000 officers to help restore security amid a worsening crisis in which gangs have forced around 200 people to flee their homes. But the plan was temporarily put on hold by a court order issued after a petition was brought by a small opposition party, Third Way Alliance, arguing that the decision to deploy officers abroad was illegal. The Kenyan government has said it will seek Parliament's approval before the officers are deployed. Bolivia's Attorney General is seeking a prison sentence of 30 years for former President Jane Anís, who is said to be tried for genocide over the death during protests that followed the country's 2019 election. More than 30 people, largely supporters of former President Evo Morales, were killed amid unrest in late 2019, following a vote that saw Morales elected, but later resigned and left the country amid accusations of election fraud. Anís then assumed power, taking office for less than a year before a fresh election in October 2020. Last year, a Bolivian court found Anís guilty of orchestrating a coup that brought her to power. She is in prison after receiving a 10-year sentence. Thank you for watching. I am TIANA.